Hi, fourth grade. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to finish off our Modigliani portrait. If you remember from last time we saw each other, we talked about Amadeo Modigliani, who was influenced by African masks. And what he did was he stretched out the faces and stretched out the necks of his portraits. Last time we practiced drawing a person with all of the shapes, with all of the facial features in the right places. You're welcome to use that drawing, or I'm going to show you a full-on drawing. So, as you draw, start off with an elongated face. So we want it just from the shoulders up. So the face is going to be a little bit longer than normal. Add a long neck. And then just make the shoulders go off the paper. So same as we talked last time, we do want to keep the proportions of where things are. So eyes are going to be in the middle of the head. If I go from the neck to the top of the head, the middle of the head is where my eyes are going to be. From my eyes, halfway down to the chin is the nose. From the nose, halfway down to the chin is the mouth. And then ears are going to be right between the eyes and the nose. And the ears are fairly easy. They're kind of like a regular C, backwards C. The only thing you want to pay attention to is make sure the ears are the same length. Once you have the proportions laid out, then it's time to draw it in. So the eyes are going to be like normal eyes. Start off with an oval, leave an eye space in between. You have a choice of whether you want to do the actual eye, so whether you're adding in the irises and the pupil, or whether you want to leave it blank as he would do in some of them, so it even looks more like a mask. As you do the eyes, make sure add in some eyebrows above, follow the curve of the eyes, and give the eyebrows a little bit of thickness. You don't want super skinny eyebrows. Nose. The bottom of the nose is going to be right where my line suggested. I'm going to erase that part. I'm going to remember how to draw the nose. We're going to start off with the flat letter U, which is the bottom middle of the nose where it touches your upper lip. From here, the nostrils are going to go up and around, up and around, kind of like a letter C and a backwards letter C. To finish off the nose, I'm going to go on the outside of where the nostrils are. I'm just going to follow the curve up first. So I'm going to follow the curve up. I'm going to go in, up, and in on both sides, and then a couple of lines going up. This is going to be the tip of the nose, and this, I'm going to shade real quick, is the actual nostrils themselves. For the mouth, you're welcome to do it any which way. You can do a smile, not smile. Just make sure you do both upper lip and lower lip, so don't make it just a big U shape. If you want to do a realistic mouth, starts off with a little U that kind of mimics that piece. And then most people's lips go up and then kind of down. The upper lip is usually a little bit thinner. It follows that piece. And the bottom lip is usually a good bit thicker on most people. I'm going to add in the chin. Next, you want to look at which way your hair goes. If you have short hair, kind of think of it in relation to the eyebrows, how far it goes down. If you have hair that's combed off to the side, it might come down close to the eyebrows at some point in time, like this. And then most people's hair tucks in right above the ear up here. For the top of the head, all we're going to do is just break up the line a little bit so it's not fully smooth. If you have long hair, especially for the ladies, you can start off where the part is, and then your hair, as the part comes in, either goes behind or over your ears, and it goes all the way through, including this piece, or from the part it goes to the ear, so it kind of tucks in behind the ear and then might continue from the back down that way. So this is the part that we talked about last time. Today what we're going to be doing is talking about color. For color, I do want you to start with the skin first. So the best part about Modigliani is he did not really blend colors in completely. What he did was he used colors as they came out of the tube, which makes it super easy for us. Find any color that's close, and this one's much lighter, but something that's close to your skin color. As you color in the skin, take your time. Make sure you don't go into the eyes, eyebrows. You can definitely color over the nose. And just make sure you smooth everything out. I'm going to skip the lips for now. I'm going to show you something for the lips. As you do color it in for the skin color, there's a couple of spots I do want you to make sure it gets darker. So under the chin, you can either push down a little bit more, or you can grab one tone that's a little bit darker and just add a little bit of shadow under the chin. For everything else, even on the neck, color it in normal. Make sure you don't forget to color in your ears. You are welcome to add in just a little bit of shadow on the chin and on the curve up here. Make sure it doesn't go too dark. Once the skin is done, think about hair. For hair, you do want to find whatever's the closest shade to your hair. So if you have brown hair, find whether it's light brown and dark brown, and then find one shade either lighter or darker. We're going to be using these to give the hair a little bit of texture. So if my hair is kind of light brown, what I'm going to do, especially if it's parted from the middle, think about the length of the hair. As I fill this in, I am going to use some long lines. So don't color it left and right. And then I will add in a few darker lines in there to break it up and just to give it a little bit of texture and definition. Same thing on both sides. Gentlemen, if you have shorter hair, then just make the lines a little bit shorter, but keep the movement of the hair kind of the same way. Whichever color you choose for the hair is usually the same exact color for your eyebrows. Since eyebrows are made of short hair, you can just kind of color them in. Inside of the eyes, think about the actual color of your eyes, if you did eyes. So make sure the pupil ends up being fully black. The rest of the eye, depending on your eye color, is usually made up of short little lines that go toward the middle, toward the pupil. Add a little bit of lighter spots on the edges, a little bit of darker on the edges. Make sure the white portion of the eye stays white. If you choose to keep the eyes blank, then either make them gray or dark blue. Once again, that choice is up to you. While you have the black, add a little bit of shade where the nose is. And lips. Lips are skin color with pink on it. Unless you're going to have lipstick, please don't make your lips red. So add a little bit of skin color and then add a touch of pink on top of the skin color for your lips. The last thing you guys are working on is your shirt and the background. The background should be fairly simple. So if you see from the example, Modigliani did not want to distract from the actual face itself. So you're welcome to choose one color. If you add anything in the background, make it very simple and not distracting. And the shirt, just make sure it doesn't blend in with the background. Enjoy. If you get done, please, please, please take a picture and turn it in. There's an album set up in Schoology that's called Modigliani Portraits. Enjoy.